Yo, it's Thomas Anthony from FOXX Music, and you're probably hungover as fuck right now. It's New Year's Day, and I wanted to put this video out and make this little video because I'm being consistent, and I like putting stuff out and being consistent, and yeah, I thought this is the perfect opportunity to share some examples of my goals for the next year for DJing goals, because I know even thinking about making goals and coming up with goals is kind of confusing, and for me it was really good to have some models of that. So I thought I would just share some of my goals. Now, I made a video 2 weeks ago about how to set goals and how to have the right mindset for goals, which I'll link up here, and also to have just some like internal motivation to actually have to set goals, how to set goals. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. It's a longer video. I know everyone's attention span is like fucking 45 seconds, so it's a 25-minute video, so check that out. But it's chock full of information and stuff how to make your goals. But I thought I'd make this follow-up video on New Year's Day. Happy New Year, motherfucker! And yeah, just explaining some of my goals. So I'm going to jump into it. So I explained in the last video that I've kind of mapped my goals onto different categories. So I have my brand, my music, videos, teaching, mentoring, Fancy Fox, and life goals and stuff like that. So I'm not really going to go into some of my life goals, but I'll just give you some examples. Like, I want to learn how to do a handstand because I think that's super cool. Compete with all those yoga girls out there. And then I got to save for a wedding. What else do I got to do? I want to really be diligent on tracking things, because I've just noticed that the more I track stuff, I can see trends and I can see where I'm fucking up and where I'm not fucking up. So that's really important to me. Acro yoga, I want to get into that shit. Calisthenics too, I think that shit's badass. And then I got some like also habits that I really want to instill in myself. So I really want to, I've been doing morning and night meditation, so I got that shit down. Tracking spending, I do that in the business side of things, but I'm really not that great at doing that on the more personal side of things, so I gotta get my shit together with that. And then staying fit on the road, so I have a bunch of fucking sweet gigs popping out through the year, going to Costa Rica Bamboo Festival, that's in Costa Rica, snow bombing, some other festivals in the summer, and then some other cool stuff later in the year, which I'll talk about later. But I want to stay fit on the road. I want to stay super fit on the road because it keeps your mind sharp, keeps your body sharp, keeps you feeling good. Relating to brand, so some of the stuff that I want to do relating to the brand. So I started my brand, the new brand, this last year, and I've learned lots of things. So a huge thing, the main thing that I'm focusing on is building a website, because essentially a website is your portfolio, and it's something that you can just give to promoters, you can give to agents, managers, even just fans, and then that's where it's a place where they can see where you're all about, and they can just have all links to everything. And you can like organize it into a really cohesive package that is designed to like take people down like a journey. So initially they'll be like, oh, here's his music. Oh, like what does he like live? Oh, there's some video, street cred, and it just kind of moves down the chain. Another thing is I want to get my Instagram game on point. Like that's just something I've been neglecting. Like I have a pretty good like strategy for it, but it's too much work. Essentially, I'm putting way too much work into it, and there's diminishing returns. So a huge thing I've been noticing, especially on the news feed of Instagram, is just pictures. Pictures are so much easier to take, so I really want to get into a good process and flow of taking pictures, editing them, having them ready. And then another thing I've noticed is that if you just have some fucking bullshit picture that's just like believe in yourself and you can do anything, or some dumb shit like that, no one gives a fuck about that. I hate motivational stuff on Instagram. Like, it's so stupid. Like, it's just so dumb. Like, you're not changing the world here, motherfuckers. But if you actually share a part of your story and you are just kind of being vulnerable about things and talking about different things that are going on in your life, and just kind of storytelling, that really connects with people, and it's sharing a side of your personality and your life from your view. So I think that's really cool. I have some interviews and features that I have to like get really going, and then I'm gonna start up 2 new playlists, because I have my Dirty Pretty playlist, which you can check out. It's updated every Friday, which is just gonna be a weekly thing of all my favorite just songs. And then I'm splitting it up into, I'm gonna get 2 more, a dirty one and a pretty one. So one will be more club tracks, and the other one will be super pretty tracks, because I know yeah, you just have different moods, and I have different moods, and I listen to chill stuff sometimes, and then usually when I'm about to go out, I'll listen to some party stuff, or at the gym. What else? Music. This is a big one. So I am committing because I know that I need to get really, really fast at making more songs. Like I can make club tracks really fast, but I can't make more instrumentally melodic-y vocals tracks. It takes me a while to do that. It takes like a month or something to get through one song. So I really need to make processes and refine those processes so that I can get singers in, know exactly what to do, have the process of doing that, and knocking out and sticking to a deadline of having 2 tracks out per month. Not out per month, finished per month. What else? And I'm going to do a bunch of covers, and I'm going to do a bunch of clubby songs. And get better at mastering, that's another thing. And then just organizing samples and plugins. Just really refining the process so I can, when I go in the studio, it's game time. There's no fucking around. So that's a big thing. And then habits in the studio. This is another thing you should kind of think about is what are the habits that are going to instill you want to instill in yourself that you can become a better like music producer or whatever. So like, because you have your goals and then you have some like milestones that you want to achieve, but then you need to figure out what your habits are that are going to get you to those goals. So for me, at least on the bare minimum days that I'm super busy, 2 hours of music production a day. That really isn't a problem for me, but more so on the like fuller production days, I want just 5 to 6 hours of straight fucking focused production, and that's something you should strive for, and you should just really track track the focus blocks that you like have. So like I have this, it's literally a hit timer on my phone, and I have it set for every 50 minutes, alarm goes off, and then it has 10 minutes, and then 50 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever. So basically hour-long blocks, but at the end of the hour, you get 10-minute break. So I do that, and first I start with 1, and I try to do that, and then I take a break, and then I just try and do this 5 times in a row, or 6 times in a row, or whatever, and that's the goal. And I start small, and then I just try to work my way up. So that's a huge thing, because you get so much done, especially if you wake up like me at 5 in the morning. You have 6 hours of producing done by 11 o'clock. Like, shit, son, that's crazy. Also, piano practicing. So all the songs that I've made and I have coming up or whatever, I try to practice them and play them like live, because I think that's a huge element that's going to be important in the future, and I love doing it. It's just fucking fun. So I really want that to be a part of my live experience or live program or whatever, not just DJing or whatever. I just like being a musician is also involves playing live and just being able to improvise and all that kind of stuff. So piano practice is really important to me. So that's those are my music goals. Video goals. So in order for me to split all this shit up and have to do everything, because you have just like so much, so I have so much stuff to do. For the first 2 weeks of the month, every day I have my music time and then I have video time. So I'm just gonna leave my camera set up and just bang out videos left and right, and then spend the other 2 weeks of the month like editing, doing the mixes, doing the playlists, all that kind of shit, uploading stuff, scheduling things, and all that kind of jazz. So just to keep on that, because I've noticed that even me doing these videos right now, like it takes me a little bit of time to get back in the flow of them. So if I batch like 8 of these videos and then I release them, then it's like 2 months later, I'm like, oh, how do I talk on fucking camera again? So fuck that. Then portfolio videos. So I want to have another section of portfolio videos. So yeah, again, the things. I'm playing this Chris Lake show in February. New Year's Eve, we have a party coming up, Fancy Fox, like this Black and Diamonds party, which will be super sick. Get Together is another big massive that's coming out. Bamboo, snow bombing in Costa Rica, or snow bombing in some mountain, on some fucking mountain. Astral Harvest. Hopefully I'll be talking at Base Coast. That'd be amazing. We have our party in the summer called River Womp, which is the second year. So it's a festival that we started last year, and it was fucking awesome. Lots of slip and slides, and a big slip and slide, and zorbs, and just parties. And a river float. It was really awesome. And then I want to have a full designated show just devoted to my live show, because I think it's super duper important. Like I think it's really important to have that. And also all those videos, I have a template that I've been used, or just I found online or whatever. It's not a template, but a video that I liked. So I'm gonna reverse engineer how to like make that thing into like these shows into that video format, so that at the end of the year on my portfolio on my website, I will have all these fucking dope shows and just like street cred of me going in, talking about the video or talking about the show, and then reflecting on the show after, and then some B-roll in between them. coaching and teaching. Yeah, so like I just talked to Aimcom. I'm going to be talking at a couple other events this year that I haven't really solidified yet, but definitely that. And I have to talk with a homie, but he runs like a feedback night every just like one Thursday a month or something. So I'm going to ask him if I can just come and do like a free talk every month, just because I really want to get really good at public speaking and storytelling and improvisation. Improvisation, is that a word? I don't know if that's a word, but improvising what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm not just so I'm not like, oh, here's my content and like blah blah blah. I think that's very important, but I also think it's important to just kind of be able to free flow ideas and just be able to off the cuff tell stories and do that. So I want to have practice, and I'm going to learn how to do that. Education, so I will have some education goals, so you should always be learning. So some of my education goals are getting really even better at Premiere Pro, getting better at lighting, learning how to light scenes better. I think that's really cool and important. Lightroom, I really want to get better at. I just use presets at the moment, but I want to get better. Storytelling, that's the hugest thing. It's a constant ongoing thing with me. Holy fuck, storytelling, like there's so much to it, and there's like thoughts to it, and I don't know, it's a really cool thing, and it's how people relate. Just on a side note, if you're looking for awesome like place to get started with this or with your branding and all that kind of stuff, Story Brand, the book Story Brand by Donald Miller, so good, revolutionized how I look at marketing. It's really, really good. And then public speaking. I want to get really good at public speaking. That's FOXX. So we have some awesome stuff coming out this year. We're planning some sweet courses to help producers at a really really low price, just to get in and just using basic Ableton plugins, and then other ones that are going to be super in depth and fucking just full of value, because I just want to help people to make the music in their head become a reality. I know everybody says that, like, I have all these ideas in my fucking head, but I don't know how to make them a reality. Well, soon you will know how to do that. Soon you will know how to do that. That didn't make any sense. Then we have to update that website. Also, Frank and I are starting a Fantasy Fox podcast, so it's going to be just us jibber jabbering in podcast form for an hour every month. So that'll be really cool. I love that man. So we are just, him and I have very, very similar musical opinions and some conflicting ones, but we have great conversations, so we thought we'd just record it and let you guys hear it. And the last part is a business. So in the business part, I really, really want to focus on procedures. This is super important because I never really even thought or even like imagined that I would ever want to do this, but here I am. I want to make procedures for things. So everything, literally write down the process for everything. So if I'm releasing a mix, what are the exact steps that I need to do, and have this written down so I can just turn my brain off and be like, okay, I got to do this, 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 and this. And then I can refine that to make it go faster, and to also train people how to do it. So if I want someone to do this, or someone mentoring students, be like, how do I release a mix? Well, here's the exact steps. This is going to be the fastest way to do it. Here's the groups you send it to, all this kind of jazz. Same with releasing music, same with even recording videos and vlogs, all that kind of good stuff. And another thing is, I'm just going to go down the rabbit hole on networking and just building a better, stronger network of influencers. So people on YouTube, people on blogs, people on Spotify playlists. It's a constant, never-ending thing. Like it's honestly never-ending, and I just need to. I do it at every release, but I want to set a schedule where I just consistently do it. Like consistently every week. I set aside an hour to just organize and update and organize and update, just organize and update like a fucking robot. But yeah, those are basically my goals, and like those are really broken down into all the categories. And yeah, I have a strong vision of like what I want to do, and there are some music goals. Like the music ones is basically to pump out a bunch of songs. Videos is pump out a bunch of videos, and I'll probably do some vlog style ones too. Just I don't know, because I like doing these. These are really easy to make. Like they're fun, and it's just me just shooting the shit. I'm not like blah blah blah. Here's my fucking thing. This is what you need to know. Blah 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 blah. Here's how you do it. Like I like those ones because I think that they're good for teaching. But these ones are just fun to me. Yes, and then teaching, that's a huge thing for me. I want to teach and help producers become better producers, market their music better, and just find their voice as a music producer, and just find themselves and become, like, do what they want to do is essentially it. Is just become a fucking artist, live the artist lifestyle, and in a healthy, positive way. Like, fuck doing drugs, fuck just drinking all the time and partying, like just fuck all that noise. Just do what makes you happy, and that would be making music and just staying healthy and staying awesome. And then lastly, I really just want to solidify my brand, because as much as you can think all this stuff that you have, like initially when I launched the brand, I was like, this is my vision, this is what I want to do. It's constantly changing, and I am constantly changing, so that's something I want to work on again this year, and especially setting up the teaching side of the brand. I really want to have those two, so like my artist one where I'm just making pretty music, and then the teaching one where I'm just fucking dominating the whole teaching game. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So I hope you got some good examples of stuff to maybe work on throughout the year. It's a super valuable thing to just get some examples from people, and check out some other motherfuckers examples of their goals, because I think it's cool to just hear other people's goals and you get some ideas of maybe that's some things that you want to do. There's probably lots of things you don't want to do, like make videos and all that kind of jazz, but for the music thing, like setting deadlines and all that kind of jazz are really cool things to do, especially if you want to get really good really fast. Alright, that's it. You probably didn't watch this video because you're fucking hungover, but that's okay. I had fun making it. Alright, until next time, keep it fancy. Peace!
What do you want to do, huh? What do you want to do?